Hey guys, welcome again to the All Balls channel. We're going to be covering the Euros that start tonight. Just a little word on the format. We're going to go live every day before the games. We're going to have guests. Please do not forget to join our fantasy league and meet our new mascot, Ballsy, who's probably cuter than our England fan on this call. Speaking of England fans, Kyle, how's it going? Carl, how's it going?
All good, man. Happy to be here.
Cheap ones, cheap ones.
I mean, you're an England fan. It could not have been cheaper than that. But let's face it, he's cute. He's well designed. He has better skill levels. His features are better. And yeah, he smiles more often. But you know, I love you. Guys, let's get straight into our first game tonight. Italy versus Turkey. So before we start talking about the game, I just want you guys to know that we put up a poll on Instagram, and 83% of the fans have voted for Italy to win. Can say a no-brainer, but Turkey's no mutt. Kyle?
True, they are no mutt. There have been too many international competitions like this in the past. But unlike Italy, they have a much, I would not say weaker, but less informed squad. Let's just put it at that, because they don't have that many standout performers like we think they would. But they have a decent enough squad to pull off I think a draw maybe. If so, the thing is, if Italy sit back, Turkey will also sit back, because they have both Soyuncu and Demiral, who plays at Juventus, of course, and they sit back really deep, and they're really aggressive center mids and center back. Sorry. Along
And,
with, sorry, go ahead.
no, continue.
So yeah, I mean, and we all know that Italy now have the oldest backline in the Euros in Bonucci and Chiellini. So I don't see Burak Yilmaz beating them on any counter. The only thing that does kind of strike me is that Callum Hunglu may start in that number 10 role, and we all know he's the free kick maestro and has some insane shooting range from both long and short ranges. And he was the standout performer at Milan.
So, Carl, you think he's going to score? Or is he going to get anything for Turkey? Because, like I said, Turkey is probably not a dark horse, but they're not a shit side. And Italy is not the fastest side, though they're a strong side.
Well, Italy, we've all known the history of what the Italian football style is like. It's that Catenaccio style of football where they play, it's called the chain, apparently, where you break that chain and that's how you kind of breach their defense. And they've always been known for their strong defenses. Yeah, Capes also did mention that this is the oldest backline that Italy has right now in the whole tournament, actually, in the whole tournament from all the teams. So I ideally you can definitely see Italy, because Italy have had the best form coming into this tournament. I mean, they haven't lost in 2 years. They've kept 8 clean sheets running up to the tournament as well. So they do look like the favorites. But as we've discussed in the previous episode as well, like I earmark Turkey as probably one of the dark horses. Yeah, Burak Yilmaz may not be the kind of guy who how do you say, will kind of upset the balance of Chiellini and Bonucci. However, he's had a great season with Lille, and he's going to be raring to go. He might just be someone who'll get something between his teeth and try and gnaw at it as much as possible. And there's also the attacking threat of Cengiz Under as well. So I can see this game most likely, as a fan said on Instagram, that they know that Italy is going to win this one. However, I'm going to put a span in the works and say it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a one-all draw.
And we won't get too much into lineups because, it's the first game and all these teams, you don't know who they're going to play. But Kyle, Immobile, you think he's going to start, or is Mancini
Of
wanting to go
course.
for, a faster center
No,
forward?
no. Of course, Ciro Immobile is going to start. The season he's had with Lazio, I don't see him not starting in this game. And if you're asking about the front three, it's either going to be Chiesa, Insigne, Immobile, or Insigne, Immobile, and Berardi.
The daddy, yeah.
And obviously, I know you don't want to hear this, but behind them is going to be Jorginho, and they are going to play that 4-3-3. It can be a diamond, it can be an attack, it can be a defense, because like I was saying, since the defense is so aged and they don't have the legs to do it, they'll just sit back and let all these players run forward in front of them. And we all know Insigne's pace And we all know Chiesa's pace. We've seen that both in the Champions League.
It kind of hurts me, to predict a winner, which I think I might, which has Jorginho in the team. Like, how can you have a holding midfielder who is probably a million years younger than your centre backs and is still slower than them? But that's the truth of the matter, and that's what we have to live with. But yes, predictions. I think it's pretty clear that Carl does not want an Italy win. Kyle is obviously going with an Italy win, and you are going to see my prediction later today on Instagram. But moving on to our next game, okay, Hall of Fame probably for Gareth Bale, Wales versus Switzerland, and yeah, it's 68% to Wales. Carl.
I mean, it's the allure of Gareth Bale, man. He's the one-man wrecking crew that's always there. I mean, it's not that Wales doesn't have quality players also in the squad besides Gareth Bale, but you know that Gareth Bale is the kind of guy who can single-handedly completely destroy a team on his day. So I can see why they pick Wales as favorites, but you know what, Switzerland, we've discussed this also as well, that we know that these are the two favorites that we might think will get out of the group, but I think Switzerland can also get something out of this. I honestly don't know whether it's going to be 2-1 or 3-1, but Wales will win, but Switzerland will get a goal, and that could also prove quite important towards the goal difference when it comes towards knowing the groups.
KP, you're a Manchester United fan, and Switzerland have two very, very distinct players in Shaqiri and Xhaka, belonging to Liverpool and Arsenal, respectively. And Carl still thinks they're going to come out with something from this game. I want to know, what do you think?
They could actually, though. I don't disagree with Carl on this, because in the last 5 games, they've had wins through all 5 games. They've beaten the likes of Finland, Hungary, and USA in this run-up. And if we all saw I don't think anyone saw the Liechtenstein game, but they absolutely ran past them with 7 goals in the last win before the Euro started. As compared to Wales, they have lost to Belgium. They beat Mexico and the Czech Republic, but they did, of course, lose to France, and they drew the last game against Albania. It's hard one to call, honestly, but I think if they are planning to play Shaqiri and the center attacking mid position, and then are not going to play him on the wing, on either wing, they could come out, because Switzerland honestly, they have a very good keeper in Jan Sommer. He plays his trade in the Bundesliga. Very good player, very good goalkeeper, standout performer for his team. I think if anything, he will be the one to save them.
Prediction
from Gareth Bale.
I want a winner. I don't want draws. Huh?
Yeah, I'd probably no. I'd say, as I said, I think I just mentioned it though, but I would probably say 2-1 to Wales. Just
Kyle.
for kicks.
I'm going for a 1-1 on this.
I just said no draws.
I know, but it's honestly hard to call a winner, because the thing is that even like an Ethan Ampadu is going to be playing in this Wales squad, and he's so. I mean, I know he got relegated with Sheffield, but he's so defensively strong, and he's so and he's going to play alongside Rondon as well. So I don't know. I don't see a Shaqiri doing too much, because Shaqiri...
Isn't Rondon the Spurs defender?
Yes.
And he played for Villarreal.
Yeah, but so the thing is,
represented the team of rejects that beat Manchester United in the Europa League. But yeah, how I my thinking power is going slow. Just figuring out that we've spoken about Jorginho in one game and talking about a team that has Joe Allen in the other. So I am quickly going to move to our next game, which is Denmark versus Finland. An absolute no-brainer according to the fans. We've got a 90% win rate for Denmark. Kyle.
Denmark looking strong, looking very, very strong.
For me, they're dark horses. For me, they are the Croatia of the World Cup. I think they're going to go like probably quarters or semis even maybe.
Yeah, I mean, so like we spoke in the last build-up, there are 3 people to look out for in this Denmark squad. Obviously, Christian Eriksen, he's a Serie A winner, but the problem with him is he's been in and out of the team for Inter Milan, but he has contributed to 3 goals, which is, not a lot in 26 appearances. And another person is Thomas Delaney. Very, very versatile player. Can play centre back, can play center defensive mid, and can play centre mid. He has played for Borussia Dortmund all three positions. And the next person I think is Joachim Andersen. Very impressive personal performance for Fulham. I know Fulham went down this time, but if you single him out, he has the numbers to show for him, and obviously the top six teams want him. So if he can impress in this tournament, I don't see why he'll not get the transfer out of Fulham.
And Carl, since you're handing out draws to all the minnows, you think Finland's going to come out with something in this one?
No, I think Finland will lose, but there's just that haunting ghost of Timo Pukki, which kind of just hovers around. Like we all called him out when the last time Norwich was in the Premier League, and he just went on a blitz scoring spree. I mean, he did pretty impressively for their first time back in the league. Now that they're back again, I probably see him grabbing a goal. I know. I just feel he's going to grab a goal, but this is definitely Denmark's game to win. Like this is all for them. Like so, my prediction for this game would be 3-1, and Pukki probably getting onto the scoreline maybe later on or something like that.
I'm going to get nightmares about Pukki because this guy texted me. He sent me voice notes. Now he's talking about Pukki. Just because you share the same hairstyle with him, that does not mean he's going to score every game. Yes, England fan, you were saying something.
No. But I do agree with Carl that Timo Pukki, if he turns up, he will turn up so hard that he will not stop. Dude, 41 appearances, 26 goals in the championship.
Euros.
No. Championship is the most sort of rigorous competition that you can be a part of. Everyone knows the Premier League is the top league in the world, and everyone has agreed to it. Even you can ask a Ligue 1 player or a Serie A player, but the championship, because you play so many games week in and week out, you are playing the Saturday or the Sunday, and then you're playing immediately on the Tuesday and the Thursday. So you are consistently playing that game. So he has scored that 26 goal, and he has single-handedly helped Norwich win the championship. And
but he's still one player. It's the championship. This is the Euros.
Yeah, but they do have a very good keeper, and Lucas Hradecki, who plays for Leverkusen. He has kept very good clean sheets for Leverkusen, made all 29 appearances in their Bundesliga appearances. He's also another one, a good goalkeeper to look out for.
Can you say his name again?
Lucas Hradecki.
Okay, that's fine. I think that's where we're ending this. I love this name. Finland is going to win only because of this name. Now moving on to our final game. Belgium in action. Kyle, 90%.
90. I saw that. I went to the page and I saw that nobody has voted for.
The Russians are not going to be happy. Cheryshev is not going to be happy, and especially after Anna's come out on Netflix, I don't think she's going to be happy.
Truly Martinez has a task on his hand, because we all know, between the three of us, Belgium coming into this is a
tournament favorite.
Stacked to the brim squad. I mean, again, like I don't even know what the starting lineup is going to be, because I think it's going to be a three man at the back with Denier, Alderweireld, and maybe a Vertonghen, and then behind them Courtois. That's ridiculous, and in front of them Axel Witsel and
then in front of him Dries Martens and Tielemans and Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard and Romelu Lukaku. And
but the thing is, even I was watching this, that the thing that they're saying KDB might not play, but I have this strong urge that he might just wear that face mask and come out and play, because Martinez has literally tipped him and said that KDB is where luxury meets necessity. He is a luxurious player to have in your team, but he's so necessary for that team, because he's played 2,000 league minutes for Manchester City. He makes 3.4 key passes per game. I mean, are we all going to say he's a complete footballer? I would think so. I hate City to the guts, but I think he's a complete footballer. What can you say about Lukaku? Yes, he's playing in the Serie A. But 24 goals says a lot to his 36 appearances. But having said that, I'm actually looking forward to this youngster. in Jeremy Doku. He plays in Rennes in Ligue 1. He is just 19 years old. He's coming into this new squad, and he's played all 30 appearances for them in Ligue 1 and impressed a lot of people to get this call up.
Carl Rampage, or you see the Russians playing some of those, those cards, those cards where they get something out of the game.
Why they might be Putin themselves in a tight situation here against Belgium, but no, man, I've tipped Belgium to be tournament favorites. Like I want them to win this tournament, if I be honest, and they've got everything for them. Like I mean, as Kyle also just mentioned, all those names and what a stacked squad they are. Like it's Roberto Martinez's dream and nightmare, like because he just has a selection headache on his lap right now. But yeah, I can't see this going anywhere else but in Belgium's favor. Like I mean, Russia might just put up a front, like maybe in the first 45, just to be as resilient as possible. But I'm sure by that time, Martinez will probably be able to dissect the squad and be able to know like where are their weaknesses and exploit that. And he's got the quality. I mean, even if KDB doesn't play, you've got so many more attacking options in that team. I mean, people to have their reserves about people like Yannick Carrasco and somewhere, but I still rate those players as well. So Leandro Trossard, the guy from Brighton, he's in that squad as well.
Spoken about him.
Yeah, I mean, like he's had a fantastic season with Brighton as well. So he's also a really good attacking option as well. So
I mean,
the
Hazard brothers are there.
Both Thorgan and Eden Hazard.
And if I'm not mistaken, Carrasco got their most important winner versus Japan in the World Cup.
Yeah,
in the final minutes. So it's they have Mertens as well.
Yeah, I can just probably see the Russians just trying to park the bus as much as possible, knowing that they're going to be not the favorites in this game, and they'll just maybe try and go into this game saying, let's go for a point. I mean, if we can sneak one in, we'll sneak one in. But right now, the main thing is to get a point from these guys so that we still have a chance in this group. That's going to be their idea. And I think for Belgium, it's just going to be attack, attack, attack. Just throw the kitchen sink at them. Just show them who's boss so that you can stamp your approval on this tournament from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
But Russia were kind of giant killers at the World Cup. But then again, crowd support, etc., etc. It's a very different ball game. It's different times, different squads. So, yeah, I don't really think they're going to get anything out of it, but I'm also scared inside, so I'm going to say probably yes, Russia will get a point. No, they won't, but yes, you can catch Carl's predictions tomorrow on our page. Guys, these were the games for today and tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. Join us again on Sunday at 4 p.m. where we start getting in guests who are fans, talk to them about the Euros. And of course, do not forget to like Ballsy, our little mascot, and KP. Before we go, can we have a smile? Oh, cutie. So guys, thank you for joining us. Stay home and stay safe.
Peace.